Well, hello again. I just had recess. What about you? Well, here's our instrument. We're going to play this time, but remember, we want to be respectful on our real instrument as we get on with the playing portions of these videos. So in this video, we're going to learn how to place our hands on the holes and how to get your first 3 sounds on the recorder. So we're going to start off with how we place our hands on the holes. So I'm going to turn my back to you for a moment and show my left hand. And this is the hand that's going to go at the top of the recorder. So please do not use your right. We're going to put our left hand at the top because the right hand will have a job further down at a later time. And you can say with me, this is the hand that does the work. Let's say that together. This is the hand that does the work. Everyone holding out your left hand now? Good. So now take your left thumb and place it on the back hole of the recorder right there. Now I'll turn around and face you this time. It looks like my hand is on the other side, but I'm still using my left. Here it is. Left hand. I'll turn towards you. You'll notice that there are 3 holes near the top that can be covered with these left-hand fingers. Sorry, Pinky, you're not going to get a job this time. Only the 3 longer fingers. You'll notice at the bottom you have 4 fingers in your right hand because the thumb is just here, and we are covering the holes like that. Before we get on to playing, I should say, in terms of safety, this is your real instrument. Please do not play on it, then have somebody else play on it and give it back to you and all of that. Okay, so this is your instrument. We don't want germs being passed by this part of the instrument. So, we're going to get started with our left hand. Wait, this always comes up in class at about this time. I always get asked, why can't I put my right hand at the top? Because I can put my right thumb on the back and touch these first 3 holes. True enough, but here is why I'm insisting on the left hand. Every other real instrument that's used in the grade 6 band, I have one right here, like this clarinet, is really nothing more than an overgrown recorder. And these instruments are all designed with the left hand at the top and the right hand further down. See all these extra keys here? You don't have those on the recorder, but these instruments are all designed for left hand at the top. So if I put my left hand at the top, I can play all the notes. But if I change my hands around, ooh, this could be a little difficult. Let me see if I could reach some of these keys. Sorry, Squidward, but that's your sound. But you can see how hard it is to play an instrument like this with the hands the wrong way. So again, left hand is doing the work. Right hand goes on the bottom, so when you're a grade 6er, I can hand an instrument like this to you and you're good to go. So let's get back to that soprano recorder. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to put our thumb on the back, so put the letter T for thumb, and maybe I should put left here on this side of the board. Just to remind you that that's the hand you're going to use to do all of this work. So the left thumb goes on the back, and I am going to place 1 finger on the front. So I'll put T on the back, and on the front of the recorder I'll put a number 1 there. I can't show you both at the same time because of the 2 sides, but on the board I can show it like this. So thumb on the back, finger 1, and what you're going to do is just blow a gentle but steady airstream through your recorder like this. You try it. Once you can make a steady sound, let's try the thumb on the back. Keep your first finger on and add number 2. So it will look like this. Thumb and 1 and thumb and 2. And the note will sound like this. Okay, you try it now. Now we'll do one more. We're going to put our thumb over that hole, and this time 1, 2, and 3. We're going to try it with 3 fingers, so it'll look like the thumb and 3 fingers, and the sound will be like this. You try it. Notice that when we went to the 3rd finger, I did not take any of these fingers off. I left them down, so I added fingers. And this time, I'm going to start with 3 fingers. I'm going to take 1 away. Notice number 3 disappears, so I take that off. Then when 2 disappears, that comes off, leaving just 1. It would make this sound. You try it. Now, I'm going to switch to the tenor recorder so that we can play together. Now, on the video, I was showing the fingers kind of coming from far away so that you could see what I'm adding or taking away. You do not have to do that. Just move your fingers only this far off of the holes like that, and the recorder will do the right job for you. Okay, so this is how you would add fingers or take away. So this time I'm going to play, and you could play along with me now because we should be able to hear each other. As I'm using my left hand to play the top of the recorder, I'm going to point to these notes. If I point, let's say to this one, 4 times like this, you can restart using your tongue and going ta, 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 ta. So if I do that into my recorder, that's called tonguing, when you use your tongue to start a note. And let's tongue 4 of these, 4 of these, and 4 of these. Let's do that together. So get your thumb and 1 finger. Here we go. Ready? Freeze. Hold those 3 fingers down. Let's start from this end. Now, here's a song using those 3 notes. I'll just make this up. Now, when you do your own practicing, if you find that you're not getting musical sounds, but the same sound over and over, maybe like this. Not so pleasant, is it? Well, when that happens, you have a finger that is not quite covering the hole. So you want to make sure your thumb completely covers the back and your fingers land on the holes. That might be a bit difficult at first, but your hands will get used to where the holes are and you'll have an easier time. But if weird stuff starts happening instead of music, stop and check your fingering. Also make sure you're not blowing too hard into the end. Again, we want to be respectful, and that sweet, gentle sound on your recorder is what's going to fill your house. So if you want to pause the video with this picture, or copy this on a piece of paper so that other people in the house can use the computer, I would use this chart and make up your own songs, just practicing adding fingers or taking away, getting used to that. When you can easily change from one fingering to another on your recorder, then it'll be time to watch video number 4, which is the one about reading notes. But for now, I'll finish with this tune. That's one I just made up. See what you could do. Make up some of your own songs, even if you don't remember how they went when you tried to replay them. The important part is getting used to adding your fingers, taking away, and blowing with a gentle sound. Have fun with that, and I'll talk to you later after you've had some time to practice your fingers and play your recorder.